Basementbookers Podcast.
Oh, YouTube! Don't you dare be sour. Clap for your Basementbookers Podcast champs. They feel the power. It's a new Basementbookers Podcast. Yes, it is. I apologize to anyone who I offended, but it was supposed to be an homage to the New Day. It's your boy.
Good.
Thank you, Rich the Riz. Basement Jer here with brother Rich the Riz. Here, the Riz's baldest man. Here to bring to you the word, the gospel, by the Basement Bookers. Wrestlepalooza, coming to you Saturday on the ESPN app, on Netflix internationally, Mr. Worldwide. Rich the Riz, how are we feeling about the first ever WWE Wrestlepalooza specifically? Not to be confused with ECW's Wrestlepalooza. This is a new Wrestlepalooza for an age of the current. Wouldn't you say?
It is. It absolutely is. This is completely different from anything ECW gave us. How do I feel? It looks like it's a good card. It's a strong card. It's only 5 matches. They might add something on SmackDown, but if not, it's 5 matches. And I mean, honestly, the only potential dud might be Usos versus the Vision. But I'm
That's
looking forward to
controversial.
it. It is. It is a little bit. It is a little bit. Although it is the first time we've seen the Usos as a tag team in a long time, so it's fresher. But
They don't have the same. I don't think they're gonna have the same unity. Not to spoil what we're gonna talk about later, but
that's true. Like there's definitely there's definitely a rift that has grown between Jimmy and Jay since Jay has gone in his successful singles career, and Jimmy has just been floating around doing whatever. And at the same time, we see, again, not to get too far ahead, Jay clearly listened to his tribal chief Roman Reigns, taking some advice, maybe being a little tribal chief like himself, a little DTA, a little that's not my business, I don't care. But I hate the name. I hate the name WrestlePalooza.
wow.
ECW when they did it, they obviously were coming off of, they were trying to ride the coattails of the popularity of Lollapalooza, the music event. So they named it WrestlePalooza, so WWE resurrected it. I don't love the name. I feel like if they took some time to come up with something original, or Bad Blood they could have redone, or anything like that, I would have liked it better. That's just me. What do I know? The name hopefully isn't that important. I hope it's going to be a really good show.
You know, I did. I think I brought up Bad Blood, and I just realized it's probably not the best way you want to start your relationship. You just started on there. The first thing you're gonna have is Bad Blood. We're trying to get families over here. We're trying to Disneyfy the product, if you will. So maybe Bad Blood's not the best way, but hey, Brock Lesnar versus John Cena. That's a real family-friendly barn burner right there, Rich. Look, I don't understand what we're doing here. I don't see why we don't just talk about what you just did. You went out there like the hero you are. You went into business for yourself. You started talking about this. You started talking about the Usos reuniting. It feels so good. Or does it? Clearly, you can see this was brought to you painstakingly by me. The cursor just didn't know where to go. So, Bronson Reed Bron Breakker, obviously. Look, I have no love for Bronson Reed. That's it. That's all I was going to say. Bron Breakker, strong enough to wrestle a match with an anchor around his ankle. It's amazing. It's amazing that he can do that because the anchor is Bronson Reed. It's just he's holding him down. He's holding him back. I don't think he needs him. I can't wait till they turn on each other. Look, I
Can't
might be
wait.
biased, but I gotta go with Bron Breakker for this one. I think the Usos, they're fragmented right now. The rift is not good. They're not going to be cohesive. Jay is running another play, and that's not going to be good.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. I originally had the Usos here, but I said, I feel like there's got to be something wonky, and if anything's gonna be wonky on this PLE, it's gonna happen there. There's gonna be some sort of miscommunication. Maybe we get a ref bump. Maybe we get some LA Knight, interference. But of course, I think Reed and Breaker are going to be more on the same page than the Usos, and that's going to cost the Usos. So I also got the vision here.
Wow, Rich. Wow. I can tell what kind of WrestlePalooza this is going to be. And let
Yeah,
me tell you, I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid to fight for what I believe in. Uh, I'm a real American.
fisticuffs.
That's right.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that's all we got to say about that. So that's it. Both Basement Jer and Rich Riz agree. Bron Breakker all the way. Um, Stay tuned after these special messages for let's get this going, baby. We're going in hot. We're talking about John Cena, Brock Lesnar, going for that 100th PLE win. John Cena versus Brock Lesnar, the fighter's fighter. Your fighter's favorite WWE wrestler,
Mhm.
unless it's Kane. Unless you're him, you're probably not his favorite. But there we are, Brock Lesnar, John Cena. Look, man, I gotta go with the GOAT. He's the GOAT. I'm going with John Cena.
Mhm.
Brock, it's time for Brock to give back. It's always been Brock and him and Cena. And yeah, John Cena's just been getting wrecked every time they come near each other.
Mhm.
So logic dictates that John Cena walks away with the victory here, especially if you want to keep him red hot for his retirement tour.
Yep. I agree. I'm on the exact same page you're on, buddy. Yeah, Cena's. I've been saying it for weeks. Cena's gonna get his win back from Suplex City.
That's how it's gonna be, Rich Torres. That's how it's gonna be. That's how it's gonna be between me and you.
Yep.
Next up, we got EO Sky, Stephanie Vaquer, or Velcro, as Naomi would say. We'll talk about Naomi later. This is for the vacated WWE Women's Championship, World Championship, to be
Mhm.
honest, because that's what it is, and we're always honest here. Um, Look, I think Asuka is going to get in the way here. I think putting the belt back on EO after EO just dropped the damn thing is kind of showing a lack of confidence in the rest of your roster. Playing it safe constantly. Okay, we'll just give it to EO. Okay, we'll just give it to Rhea. I think we need Stephanie to get the belt here. I think she's got to be the champion. She can feud with Asuka or whatever. Um, but yeah, that's what I'm doing. You know, you got to put your ham hock on the table, and you got to be like, hey, this is what I got. We having bacon or what? You know?
Yep. We're reading the same play here. I feel like Stephanie wins, and then like maybe there's interference, maybe there's this, that, and the other shenanigans. But on Raw, we're gonna see um we're gonna see Asuka say to EO, "You couldn't get the job done. Now it's my turn."
Yeah, look, you couldn't do it by yourself, obviously. So I guess that means you can't do it.
Yeah.
Or maybe
That-
she says, look, I'll help you this time. It's like, all right. And then she just doesn't and like double crosses her or some shit. I don't know.
It's
But
gonna be something. And poor Kyrie. Poor Kyrie.
listen, Kyrie's going to stand up for herself someday. You got, hopefully, they don't just drop it or whatever. But don't you worry about Kyrie saying she's going to be all right.
Hmm.
So, Rich the Riz, we're both in agreement. We're locked in. EO doesn't have a chance as far as we're concerned. Prove us wrong, EO, or don't. That's fine with me.
I think either way we win here.
That's right. And what's not the main event, most likely? The WWE Champion Cody Rhodes taking on Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre quoted as saying, I'm not the Rock, Cody. I don't want your soul. I want your ass.
Hmm.
And then he had to pause.
Yup.
He did address it, but, he wants the WWE Championship is what he really means. He was being hyperbolic. He's using hyperbole. He's acting crazy. But look, he's going to act even crazier when he walks home back to Glasgow with no WWE Championship, no quarter given, nothing here. I don't. It, there's death, taxes, and Drew McIntyre not getting the WWE Championship. It's not happening here.
Like
Which is unfortunate because I really want him to be one day.
same. I want to see Drew with the title again in front of people.
I think Drew with the title and having the power and Cody Rhodes having to like go after him is more compelling to me than Seth Rollins. Anything Seth Rollins does, and the power to be mid. He is, and I've said this, and this could be a compliment to him. And look, it worked out for the subject of this. He is the modern day Triple H. He's just here. He is. He's managed to trick people. He's tricked people. I've been tricked by Triple H as well. But we all know at the end of the day, he's not Stone Cold or The Rock.
What?
But he became the king. So he became the king. So how could that be bad? He became the king. He's literally the king.
I think he knew a guy.
But he became the king.
He did.
Like, if you think about it, just think about it for a second. All right? Take yourself back to medieval times. There's a powerful lord who has a beautiful daughter, and you work for this lord, and you want what the lord has. How do you get in? You get in by kidnapping the lord's daughter and marrying her in Las Vegas. Then you become the lord's son-in-law. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? And then
100%.
you get yourself in there in the inner circle with his top performers. Okay? His nobles. The rich folk. He's friends with them. Okay? And then he gets his way into he's got a little bit more power than he had before. He's out of the stables. Okay? Now he's not in the stables anymore. He gets to go to court. He gets to hang out with the big guys. People cheer him. Sometimes he's the champion. He's got a big old angle. But then if you smell or the glass shatters, no one's paying attention. Because the real men came back from battle. And no one's paying attention anymore. So then eventually, some information on the Lord gets leaked out. How could this happen? How could this happen? How would anyone find out about this? and the Lord had to leave. Banished. Banished from the lands that he maintained and founded. Banished. And now there's a new king. There's a new Lord. I mean, a new Lord. Once a stable boy, he is now the new Lord. It's Triple H, dude. It's the same thing. It's some Game of Thrones shit, all right? Doesn't matter. He became the king. But anyways,
Crazy.
my point is Seth Rollins ain't no king. And AJ's first match back, it's going to be her. It's going to be CM Punk. There's going to be a celebration. I hope this leads to an Intercontinental title match. We'll probably get a world title match between Cody and Seth Rollins. I mean, Cody and Seth Rollins. That would be cool. But CM Punk and Seth Rollins.
Yeah. I also think Punk and AJ are winning that. I mean, I'm kind of hoping that Cody and Drew is the main event. So it's the WWE
I think
title
this
match.
is it. I don't know. I think this is it.
Man, that's
I
gonna
think
mess
that's
with
the marquee
times.
match. I
It's gonna
get
mess
it.
with the tiebreaker times. I don't like it.
Well, we don't know for
man,
sure, though. This
we
is all
don't.
speculation.
All we know is, as you said, Cena and Brock are opening. Well, you
That's
messaged
it.
me
Yeah,
earlier and
that's
said
what
that.
I heard from Pat McAfee. So it's not like it's from Meltzer or something.
True. So yeah, I also have Punk and AJ. It's her return match. It's faces got to get revenge on the dastardly heels that are doing doing underhanded stuff, taking
There you go.
advantage,
Basement Bookers going for the throat.
taking
CM Punk,
liberties.
AJ Lee,
Yeah, not for nothing. I
rock
think
and roll.
this is probably a sweep for us. We're gonna get all these, but I got my tiebreaker time locked in. What? How long do you think the main event is going to be?
25, 30.
All right. My time was locked in at 24 minutes, so it's slim margin there. Man, I tell you, I
Honestly,
hate.
if you weren't such a coward, this you didn't take any chances, which is fine. I'm not asking you to change anything. This is called it's just basement talking. I'm just basement talking, bro. I'm just basement talking.
That's all we do.
Look, I'm gonna try it. Okay, I'm trying to make it a thing. What's your problem, man? See?
What is my problem? My problem is on paper, as they say, this seems like a pretty predictable PLE.
It's not going to offend
And
anybody. It's not going to excite anybody too much. It's just the
right,
right amount of the right amount. And I think it's you're getting that here. Is it looking for something tight, concise, something you want to say positive things about? Something's got to happen though.
I think it'll
Something's
be
got to go down. It's the first pay-per-view on ESPN, right?
yeah, we're gonna get some post-match shenanigans with Usos in the Vision for sure.
Roman.
Prob
I think Roman shows up. He's got to, right?
Yeah, I think so. The return of the tribal chief after he was speared off the announce desk. He
Yeah,
was
what
giving the shoes away.
all of a sudden, like Bronson Reed and Breakker are celebrating, and then an off-camera spear from Roman Reigns, like just like because I think Bron Breakker celebrates on top of tables sometimes, so
Yeah,
they could get him that way too. Because it's like, oh, remember how you got me? I got you. So if that happens, dude,
that's good.
I gotta fire it up.
Yep,
The
the
Horowitz
Horowitz
device
device.
rides again.
Yeah.
WrestlePalooza this Saturday, Rich DeRiz. Excitement level 1 to 10. Yeah, I'm doing a voice. What do you think of this voice? It's pretty bad, right?
I like it. No, I like it. It's good.
Okay. Don't
It's better,
encourage him.
better than Joe Tess.
Joe
Better than
Tess.
Joe Tess.
Ham and cheese. Joe Tess.
Yeah. Run down the card real quick because there's only 5 matches anyway. IYO SKY versus Stephanie Vaquer for the vacant women's world title. We both have Stephanie Vaquer. Usos versus the Vision. We both have the Vision. Punk and AJ versus Seth and Becky. We both have Punk and AJ. Cody versus Drew for the Undisputed WWE Championship. We both got Cody. And Cena versus Brock. We both have Cena getting his win back after Suplex City.
Damn it!
Tiebreaker.
I was almost a perfect producer.
No, you got it. You got it.
All right.
I was watching. Tiebreaker. I got 24 minutes for our main event. Basement Jared has 25 and a half.
It's gonna be great to be your basement champion once again. The last real basement champion.
I mean,
Hey, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
That is pretty good.
It's very good. You
That
are
is pretty good.
You're clearly the most dominant basement champion. Period.
Look, I appreciate that, and you being polite to me when I'm probably on my way down will probably be reciprocated with positivity. I see what
Power
you're doing there.
positivity.
I see you try to trick me. You're going in confident. Your head is shinier than usual. I'm excited. I'm ready for WrestlePalooza. Listen, what I had was, and I don't know where it went, was that I showed you a list today. I sent you a list that's the top 25. This is by Bleacher Report.
Mm-hmm.
So Bleacher Report's top 25 women's wrestlers. Okay. If for the audio listener, I will read from 1 to 10. Rich will get 11 through 20. And then I'll do 21 through 22. And then you do 23 till 25. Okay? All right. So, number 1, Becky Lynch. Charlotte Flair at number 2. Trish Stratus at number 3. Rhea Bloody Ripley as number 4. Sasha Banks, number 5. Bayley, number 6. Bianca Belair at 7. Followed by Chyna at 8. Asuka at 9. And Lita to round out the top 10. Rich Deriz, take it away.
All right, number 11, we had Ronda Rousey. Number 12, Paige. 13, IYO SKY. 14, and I guess 14A, the Bella Twins. They didn't even think to separate them. Number 15 was Beth Phoenix. Number 16, Natalia. Number 17, Mickie James. Number 18, AJ Lee. Number 19, Alexa Bliss. Number 20, Liv Morgan.
Alundra Blaze at 21. And number 22, Shayna Baszler.
23, we have Bull Nakano. 24, Miss Jacqueline. And number 25 was Michelle McCool.
All right. First of all, let me start.
She had to get on that list.
Let me start with the most important, Rich Deriz, that the only reason she's there and Naomi isn't is because of The Undertaker. That's the only reason. Michelle McCool, I know you're not watching, but you know this is not right. Naomi should be on this list, not you. The Bella Twins, as far as that, I think I'm fine with that because one of them's getting left off. Because no one on here should be dumped for Brie or Nikki. Except, of course, for Michelle McCool, but Naomi should be there.
Yeah.
And I say that with Tiffany Stratton not being on here. She's not even on here, and Naomi belongs on here. This is gross. It's bias, and I don't know who makes this list. Who makes these? What about you, buddy? What do you think?
When I was looking through the lists earlier, I'm gonna count the Bella Twins as one. It was like I looked through, and as far as like current talent versus legacy talent, like retired or whatever, it's half and half. There's 13 current, 12 legacy.
What are the metrics?
Right, like what did they use to make this list? Is it overall like in ring plus mic work plus character work?
I think it's less in ring. I'm pretty sure that's the least of their worries. But maybe they did like this is a point, like Becky Lynch, main event, the first WrestleMania. But there was
Mhm.
two other women on this list in that same main event, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, right? So two of them are right there at the top two, Charlotte and Becky. But
Yep.
Ronda, who was also in that main event, is at
Mhm.
11, which
I
beggars the
don't.
question.
I don't think
Plus,
Ronda should be above Paige. I don't. I
I
think Paige
think Molly Holly
should
should
be
be on
overall.
here. Molly
Yeah.
Holly should be on here.
Mhm. She had
Um,
a good career too.
AJ Lee on here is for CM Punk. That's it. That's the main reason. Because if you look at everything, it's like,
Mhm.
come on, bro, come on, bro.
Yeah, AJ Lee ahead of
No
Alexa Bliss.
disrespect. I listen. Even though that sounds disrespectful, like I
Mhm.
don't even like putting it to where it has to be a list. You know what I mean? I always have like, I like you.
Mhm.
You're all together in the same league because I like you. You know what
Mhm.
I mean? It's not like you're my more favoritist one. And yes, it's always been Becky Lynch for the recent stuff.
Yep.
But Trish Stratus for a while that was the goat. That I really like watching her.
Mhm.
Victoria's not on here. Why isn't she on here? So, you know what I mean? So
Mhm.
there's going to be, in defense of the article, there
Mhm.
are so many names. There's so many names, but
Mhm.
how do you, I think you need to take a lot more time, and really think about what you're doing with a 25. I would have so much trouble, because what is it based on? Like, is it like what your generation thinks? Like, how
Mhm.
far back does your memory go that you got Bull Nakano on here?
Oh,
Like,
back to the
explain it to
'80s at
me. Is this
least.
because of, is she on there because of her cultural impact? Is that why? Then tell me that. Like, what are the metrics here?
There was an article linked in the comments, and I read like the first couple, and I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. But that would be interesting to take a look at also, as far as some of the reasonings. But like each one mentioned, oh, blah blah blah, this that and the other, and went into the Hall of Fame this year. Blah blah blah, this that and the other, and went into the Hall of Fame.
It's true
It
because, like,
became formulaic.
accolades, right? Maybe it's like,
Hmm.
not like merit badges. If whoever's
Hmm.
got the more merit badges, we'll sort them in the order or whatever. And of
Hmm.
course, there's a little bit. I gotta put this person in because the Undertaker's gonna tombstone me or something. That's what he's doing. He's showing up at people's houses, like he's dressed like
Hmm.
the Underbiker, and he's
Hmm.
revving the motorcycle outside, and he's just menacing people. He's just going
Yeah.
like this to them, and then just riding away. And last guy took a last ride, and that's why Michelle McCool's on there.
Yeah.
She's on there because she gave Undertaker gave a last ride to Mickey James, probably, and I haven't seen her. I don't know where she is. It's Boneyard, man, Boneyard match.
Crazy. It's crazy.
This is all speculation and jokes. Just
Yeah.
because they weren't funny doesn't mean anything. All right,
Yeah. But
listen.
realistically,
Uh,
I like big
I wouldn't be able
oversized
to do
Naomi.
this.
No, big oversized Naomi. I think
Huge, huge.
because she's been around since the second, third
She
season of
belongs
NXT.
in a top 25. Come
Certainly,
on.
Michelle. I could
Nah,
see
bro.
leaving
Sorry.
Michelle out. I could
I
see
guess married to the
Shayna.
Undertaker counts as an accolade.
Yeah, I
I'm just
could see.
kidding. I'm just kidding. She's also the best job in the world. She's a mom. That's great too.
Mhm. I
Covered
could
all my
see Shayna
bases. Can't
being.
cancel me here.
I could see an argument made for Shayna being cut from this list. To be honest, like she wasn't around incredibly long. She was a dominant NXT Women's Champion, but
Kyrie's not on here.
Kyrie's not on here, and I'm kind of okay with that too, because Kyrie doesn't have a lot of tenure in WWE. She wasn't around a lot. She wasn't around for very long. Um, but Shayna had the one elimination chamber where she dominated. It was mentioned in the article. Um, and they kind of didn't do anything else with her. She worked with her best friend Ronda. Ronda put her over, and then what? There's a lot of
Yeah,
and then what with Shayna. A
true.
lot of and then what with Ronda.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's not that much wrong with the list. I just felt like I would just show everybody and we talk about it for a little while.
Hmm.
But glaringly, I actually saw this because Naomi shared it, so that's how I knew about it.
Valid.
But yeah, let us know in the comments what you think about that top 25 list. I hope everybody's doing good and ready for WrestlePalooza this Saturday, live from wherever on ESPN.
Indianapolis. It says it all over the
Yep,
WrestlePalooza banner.
yep, that's right. Indianapolis, home of the Colts, uh,
Pacers.
the Pacers, the Indiana 500.
Hmm.
Um, Indiana Jones was from there, I believe. Tore it down all day,
Allegedly,
every day, by himself, for himself.
if that is his
Uh,
real name.
yeah. So let us know what you think about WrestlePalooza. Who you disagree with, who you agree with. Is Triple H the king? Um, there you go.
Yeah, let us know down below all that stuff. Also, more than half of you are not subscribed. Do us a solid. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. It helps us out a whole lot. We'd really appreciate it. And as always, just got a party message.
You have to subscribe, my brothers and sisters. You need to reach deep down inside. You need to subscribe. You cannot deny the gospel of the Basement Bookers podcast. Tell it from the basement. The match of life is scheduled for one fall, so make it count.
Do what the man says.
Follow the Bookers. Brothers and sisters, the Bookers need you to follow the Bookers.